Hi, I'm Milo, and you're watching the Senior Interviews.
My first show was Love's Labor's Lost. I was on run crew and I paged curtains and handled props.
My first show was Harvey.
My first show was Strings.
My very first show at Wilson was Harvey during my freshman year.
I honestly can't really recall what my first show at Southwest Stageworks was.
First show was A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder. Love that show.
My first show was almost Love's Labor's Lost until I wasn't able to be in it anymore. But my first actual show was Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder.
My first show was Him, Her, Them, Us sophomore year, and I spent it all painting Julia Myers and Aaron Grimshaw's limbs completely white and bloody.
My first show was Scapeen.
First show was Secret Garden freshman year. I played viola in the orchestra pit.
The first show I worked on in any capacity would be Strings from my freshman year in stagecraft.
My first show was Harvey. I did makeup.
Secret Garden. Secret Garden was my first show.
First show was Love's Labor's Lost, and I paged a curtain for one of the doors.
My first show was The Secret Garden, and I was Lieutenant Wright.
I think the biggest lesson I learned is no matter how crazy or ambitious the project is, that you can still pull it off and succeed. Because there were a lot of times where I was like, how are we going to do this? How are we going to make this work? And we always did, and every show got bigger and bigger, and we still managed to pull them all off.
The biggest lesson that I've learned is to be yourself, and that confidence is everything.
I think probably the biggest lesson was to not be afraid to take risks. That was a big one that I heard from Matt a lot, but also from Miller, and I think I've definitely benefited from those words of advice, is to always take risks and don't be afraid to mess up. I'm still learning, but it's gotten better.
Is to kind of submit yourself to others. A lot of times I like to be like, all right, well, I have this plan set out. This is what I need. This is what is going to happen, and I don't really need anyone to help me. And so it was hard for me at the beginning to be like, I'm going to surrender myself to this community and be like, all right, give me what you got and I'll do it.
The biggest lesson I've learned is that I am capable of things that I never thought I could ever be capable of.
My favorite show was probably Love's Labor's Lost. It was the first show that I really did, and it felt just really cool to feel part of a group there.
A Gentleman's Guide. I put blood, sweat, and tears into that show, and it really paid off, and I think of it to this day as like my baby and one of like the happiest times of my life.
I've been sitting here for like 10 minutes trying to decide which show I could call my favorite, but honestly, I don't think I can.
Favorite show is Shut Up. I just really don't know what else you want me to say.
I know ties are lame, but I feel like it would have to be a tie between Strings and Mr. Burns. Both such amazing shows.
My favorite show, I think, probably would be Gentleman's Guide. I'm really proud of a lot of the work I put in on that.
Some words of advice is what you have can always be used. Like, if we were all the same, we all had the same technicality. Is that a word? Yeah, sure. If we all were the same, then there wouldn't be enough diversity in a show to make it lovable. And I found that being kind of weird, loud is used in so many shows. And so I say, do not suppress your talents just because you don't think people like them, because there's someone out there that likes them and will enjoy and laugh at you. And I love when people laugh at me, and that's fine. Words of advice, let people laugh at you.
Don't be afraid to test your knowledge and to test your limits, especially in theater, especially for all of my techies out there, really push your boundaries on comfortability. push your sense of self-worth, push what you really think you can do, and honestly, let it all out. Please let all of your emotion and passion and what you feel and what you go through your art, because it shows.
Okay, to put it succinctly, trust yourself, be confident, make decisions, and mistakes are okay.
Let yourself especially grow through your art. You'll look back at your first show or your first class of theater or whatever it may be, and you'll be like, God, fucking awful. But let yourself grow and let yourself learn. Definitely allow yourself the ability to just let go.
My advice would to be go out of your way to try new stuff and to just try new opportunities. That's what I did with theater, and it ended up being an amazing opportunity for me.
After high school, I want to do makeup and costuming in theater for a little bit more, but I especially really want to do makeup in horror movies, like special effects makeup, monster makeup, big crazy practical effects, that kind of stuff.
My current plans are to go to PCC for 2 years, then transfer to a 4-year school and get a bachelor's degree, then move on to medical school and hopefully get a job in psychiatry.
After high school, I'm going to go to Sarah Lawrence College in New York, and I'm planning on studying music and environmental science, but I'm probably going to end up doing theater.
I'm going to OSU, and going to OSU hoping to major in engineering. I just got a job at Lowe's because it's technically after high school now, I guess. Yeah, we'll see where that takes me.
I'm going to Oregon State Honors College. I want to major in biohealth sciences with a focus in pre-med and get 2 minors in ethnic studies, which I'll take into equity work in medicine and Spanish.
I am going to be pursuing a BFA degree in acting at Oklahoma City University, and I'm very excited, and I'm really lucky to have had Southwest Stageworks continue me on this theater career path, and I'm excited to keep pursuing that.
I'm going to Grinnell in the fall. It's a small liberal arts school in Iowa. Not very well known, not really on the radar. But yeah, I'm really excited. I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do.
Start branching out to different connections that I have gained over these past couple of years within my acting career. And not only that, but I will be going to PCC for 2 years and then transferring to OSU for biochemistry and botany, minor in business. I plan to keep theater in my life for hopefully the most of it. I don't think I will ever give up acting.
I'm going to Southern Oregon University. I'm going to be majoring in theater.
Oregon State University, I'm going to the Bend campus. I'm going to their honors college. I'm going to be studying biology, and then I'm going to pick it up, move over to Corvallis, and I'm going to study zoology. I'm hoping to move on to whatever goes on next, but I do want to get my doctorate in zoology or some sort of environmental science, and who knows, probably some way through there I'll run out of money and, you know, become a yoga instructor.
My plan is to go to University of Oregon, and I will be studying biology with an emphasis on human biology, hopefully minoring in theater as well. And then, of course, take the MCATs, go to med school, residency, med school, all of that. I'd like to be an ER doctor. Trying.
So my plan now is to go down to SOU and continue my education in theater, and I want to get a BFA in stage management.
My plans after high school is I'm gonna work for about a year, and then I'm moving to Georgia and moving in with a friend of mine.
My plans after high school are to go to PCC for 2 years with Oregon Promise, so they'll be free. And then after that, I will be transferring to some four-year university. I kind of want to go down to California because gotta get that good sunshine.
I'm going to Southern Oregon University. I'm going to study political science, probably with a minor in gender, sexuality, and women's studies.
I think I'll miss the community the most. Everyone there was just so loving and so kind and so great and super talented. And leaving that behind to go to a place where I'm not sure who anyone is really, or I'm not sure how it's gonna go, it's really stressful, but also it's in a way really enlightening, where it's like, wow, if I can like do this in 4 years, then hopefully I can do it all over again, and it will end up really well.
The community. I will never ever take for granted the amount of social interaction that I was blessed with in this department.
I think what I'll miss most from the department is probably the faculty that were involved. You know, Mr. Miller, Matt Zarebski, just all of the adults that were involved in multiple plays. Like, they're such great people and such great people to work with, and I'll miss them a lot.
The fact that our program is so strong for being a high school theater company is really amazing, and it honestly feels like home. All of the spaces and all of the people that we consistently get to work with feel like home. So in a way, I'm just going to miss that sense of feeling like I'm home and feeling like I belong.
My favorite memory is probably, as hard as it is to say for me, the Harvey cast party, because it was my first cast party, and I just remember everybody, like, we were watching Friends, and everybody decided to do the clap, and that was just a lot of fun.
Closing night of Shut Up, when Aiden Sivers' voice covered himself with butter on stage. It sounds gross, but it was fun.
I'd say that my favorite memories were actually just me and friends in the drama room, just, you know, laughing our butts off. And also, I really will always cherish the before and after conversations and jokes within the dressing room, for sure.
My favorite memory from the department is probably any time we do warm-ups. I think, so my first show was Harvey, and I got to witness the warm-ups for the first time, and I was so confused and had no idea what was happening. And I actually took a video of it, and I still have it, because I was like, wow, theater kids are weird, and I wanted to like look back at it. And now that I look back at it, I know every word to it.
You changed my life. You've always been so incredibly kind and supportive, and it's really clear to me that you care so much about every single one of your students. And you are such a phenomenal ally, and you are exactly the person that this drama department needs.
You are someone who makes me feel safe, and I think you make a lot of kids feel safe. You make the spaces and the environment, both emotionally, like socially, and physically, feel like it's a safe place to be and a nurturing place.
Working as a technical theater person through this theater company has given me an unbelievable amount of self-worth.
I just really appreciate how he's always there for everybody, and just always shows that he cares about the actual students and not just about like what they're doing in relation to the show.
All of the best memories from the past 4 years I have are from the drama department, whether it be in classes or in the shows themselves. It always made my day a little bit better knowing I had either a class or a show.
There's no one else I would have rather spent my high school years of theater with.
You cast me in my first show ever, and you saw potential in me, and you kind of took a gamble on me, and I appreciate that so much.
You truly introduced me to all of the right people and helped me in so many different ways to continue my learning outside of school. You supported me in all of my endeavors.
Without you, I wouldn't have felt comfortable in my own skin. I wouldn't have felt like it's okay to be a clown or like just out there. You really made me feel safe and like while being expressive.
I think too I would have become the actor that I am now without your guidance and without your teachings and your lessons.
I feel really, really privileged to have been able to know you as a director through Burns and Gentleman's Guide, and as a T-board member and as a student and as a producer.
There's so much that you've taught me that I know that I'm going to take with me for the rest of my life and into my career, and working with you has helped me realize my own potential and has helped really give me the confidence to actually take this forward in my life.
Miller, you have been such a wonderful teacher and mentor to me over the past 4 years. You have just been so incredibly kind to me and such an inspiration.
You are the best teacher that I've ever had and the most caring teacher that I have ever had, and it has always been amazing to work with you and take your classes and everything. You were just like amazing. Like,
we could not have asked for a better leader. You are so kind and so compassionate and so passionate about the work you do, and not only like the shows that we put on, but also your teaching. You are incredibly intelligent and open with your students, and you are a wonderful teacher.
I don't think I would have become the man that I am today without you, and that's something that brings me great pride.
As much as you don't want to say it to a lot of people, you are a dad of sorts.
Hi, Dad.
I love you, Dad.
You really are like a parent figure for everyone in the department. You support us and you lift us up and you show us that we deserve to have good things in our life and to have support.
I'm really grateful for everything that you've done for me, for the community, for the drama department.
Thank you for giving us the opportunity
to grow into the people we are today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Miller.
Thank you for everything.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.